Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. Hop in the roof, gone. Feel like I'm too gone. Scream at the moon, dog. What would you do, dog? If you wanna move, dog. And people you know, they get so jealous, they wanted you screwed, dog. You niggas so fake. Why don't you face it? We got the waves. I wave on the spaceship. I did me for once, and you couldn't take it. Since I could taste it, you know I'm the greatest. Muhammad Ali told me to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Spike Lee said, H.E. fight the power that be. If we don't, how the fuck are we expecting some peace? Y'all niggas got me in Z's. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. All I ever wanted to do was be a baller, a shot caller, hang with some brothers. Had some bad bitches in the crib that'll swallow. After that, I just take them hoes to get some Starbucks. I can never get addicted cause I'm inconsistent. If you decipher all my words, then that might cause some friction. I had some trouble in my youth, but I won't get specific. And I just wanna save my soul, so I keep my distance. I deal with demons on the daily. Motherfuckers call me crazy, I'm depressed, they call me lazy. Cheer me on, they so shady. I found love within myself. I'm the one that fucking raised me. No offense to my parents, but right now I feel amazing. After I graduated high school, I lost my mind almost. It took me 2 years to find out who I really was. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. When I step up, can't hold back, can't show out, just show face, no hype shit. You know that, that's me. Came through, that's old news. That backwood get chopped, screw, can't pass shit. I don't know you, bitch, freeze me. Hop in the roof, gone. Feel like I'm too gone. Scream at the moon, dog. What would you do, dog? If you wanna move, dog. And people you know, they get so jealous, they wanted you screwed, dog. You niggas so fake. Why don't you face it? We got the waves. I wave on the spaceship. I did me for once, and you couldn't take it. Since I could taste it, you know I'm the greatest.
Yes, my girl Chrissy Wayward. You see her name up there? Go check her out. She's the greatest. Hey, Lady D. Hey, Madeiri. Hello, my bush babies. As you coming in, please, please, please hit the like on your way in. Thank you kindly. Now, it seems to be like an avalanche going on here. What is going on here? Thank you so much, Shot Girl. How you doing? How's y'all day going? Hope all is well with all of you. But, baby, it seems like an avalanche is going on. It's an avalanche. One big old snowball, and it's just rolling and rolling and rolling and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, to be dropping friends one by one by one by one. Like every day is I am a non-friend. I am a non-friend. Like every day I am a non-friend that's just popping out the woods. Popping out the woods. So we're gonna start this, baby. We're gonna start this. This was her friend. His name is Devon Lewis, who was also in the industry. So he knew Jaguar for a while. We're gonna let him tell his story. This is crazy. But the tears. And you know, when you get a chance, check him out. Check the man out. I remember he was talking to Jaguar before. They was talking on, I don't know, I believe it was Instagram. They was on Instagram, and now he says, Jaguar White, this ain't a diss vlog. It's a real vlog. Hey, you lost. I guess you lost out. So I don't know if she did something to him or a lot of things that's going on. Wah, 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 wah. But this is another friend that was in the industry, and this is another one that is off her friends list. So we're going to check him out. But before I do that, let me just put on my nice little sign here. Bang, 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 bang. This is fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teachers, scholarships, and research. So that's for that. It looks good, but we'll just try it. So let's just start this show. If y'all don't know who Devon Lewis is, definitely go and check out my brother. Here we go.
Because of a position I took a long time ago. And be it as it will, I took that position because I said to myself, you know what?
Hey, Missy, baby.
I think that I don't like what you was doing. I don't like what you was saying, but I supported you nevertheless. And I encouraged other people to support you. When you at your lowest points and you were being arrested, and people were making fun of you, and enough times you guys have seen me come on here and defend Jaguar, right? And it's been to my detriment. It has caused me for some people to unsubscribe to me once they hear me mention her name. It is caused for some people not to donate to me anymore because I mentioned her name. Only the fact that what I saw was I saw a sister and help. Like I said, I'm not here to be malicious. That's not my thing. And so when I was talking and when I was moving along here having this conversation, I ran it.
What I will say before he continue, because I want to hear him out, because I think I saw like 5 minutes and I didn't see any more. And the common denominator is they claim, remember, I don't know, they claim that they are taking losses by being her friend. They are taking losses. So if you are a hater, then you're winning. But if you like, if you're not, if you're just commentating and doing it, you're not winning. I understand all points of view. Like far as the people, they probably feel you messing up my money. Understand, which is true. But should people get like money off of the hate train too? People just like, I have to feed you how much I hate her to get something. So that's both points of view. So basically it's not about the creator, it's about I'm feeding you hate or my hatred for her. Now if you're talking about what she's doing, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. If that's what happened, that's how you feel. That's not hate, that's just talking about what's going down you know but a lot, that's the main thing that I'm getting here, is people are taking losses. People are taking losses. I mean, I'm just a commentator, but I'm going to tell it like it is too. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell what I see. That's it. But it's crazy when, you know, it is true. You do take losses. You do take that part is true. I don't think it's right, but people got the way to feel how they feel. Donate to how they want to donate. But people forget some people are just doing their job and they just doing commentating the way it is. There's no feelings. There's no emotion. I'm just talking about it and doing my show. And it's a shame that the people who's doing that, they taking losses too. But that is the common denominator. Hey, Miss Leo, and like I said, that's kind of messed up because I see it as you want to control. You want to control the content creator, you know. And if you don't say what I want you to say, then I'm no, you get you nothing. Hey, East Dad, but if you say what I want you to say, I'm going to gift you. Why can't people just be a content creator? You know, but it is true, baby. You gonna take a lot of losses. You're gonna take a lot of losses, and the reason why people are taking a lot of losses because a lot of people is really, really in too deep. You're in too deep. So, and then however how you feel, you're gifting people because they're fixing how you feel. You know, now people telling their stories. Listen, that's their story. Yes, they are taking loss, but that's not fair for the people neither. It's not fair for that man. They he ain't go all out for her or whatever and took losses. Now like Sean. When they was friends, like, oh, I don't want to be a friend. So now they're not friends, and now it's, oh, now I'm getting my people back. Oh, now Sean is still Sean. That part I just don't think is fair. People could do what they want to do, or we're gonna come see you, we're gonna support you because you're sparing the hate. Cause I don't care what none of y'all say. Ain't but so many times I could say, she lying, right? Y'all know she lying, right? But this is this and this. And if y'all ain't heard all that already, I don't know what to tell you. But I guess it just feels good to keep hearing it. But then you got people on the love train, not my love train, but on that love train, who they're taking a beating. But you do also have the people who this is just what they do. And nothing. People shouldn't have to compromise themselves. They should just want to do their jobs. And it's a shame that people are just taking loss. Some people are taking a lot of losses just from doing their job. He ain't help her and stuff like that. All he just said is you don't give a chance. And look how quick people just turned on him. But if I say, oh, F that be this, and she that, and I got all that nasty stuff to say, then I get a cash out. Then you'll see a super chat. That's messed up. And you wouldn't like if people do that to you. Well, you know what? She ain't agreeing with me. Or he ain't agreeing with me. Or I'm going to mess up their business. Or especially people who does business. You got to be careful. You want that, the same thing you do come back to you. Now, we're going to get back to another friend. she had lost. Now, these friends is because they're speaking upon the bridges that was burned. The bridges that was burned, and she burnt bridges. So, you know, some people are really hurt. Some people ain't hurt. They just getting what they can get, but they not really hurt. Because technically she ain't do nothing to them. But these people she did. These people, I'm a legend. Everything is alleged. But she did something to them. They were her friend. You understand? Hey, coffee, baby. So this is another man, another one bites the dust. Another one. I wonder who gonna be next. God damn it. Who will be next? Who is next? Who is next? Who is next? But this one I was like, whoa, another one. Another one. Who's Katie? I don't know who Katie is. This is Devon Lewis. I don't know who Katie is. I don't know who Cat is neither. But we're going to go right ahead. Let's go. But like I said, if y'all remember him, they used to talk on Instagram. So let's go.
To somebody, his brother named King Pain. And I have followed behind King Pain for a while now. And there's a lot of things that I keep hitting. I shared something with King Pain today about something that had happened previously that I thought he should be brought to his attention. You know what I mean? Like I said, y'all excuse my appearance right now. I just jumped on camera real quick. But this latest debauchery or a little pickle that we got here, involving Jaguar and him, aforementioned mistreatment of King Pain. Well, in the words of Rico in the movie Belly, I don't like that shit. Mm-mm. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. And so I got to be honest here. I put the integrity of my channel. I lost subscribers. I have people that don't want to donate to me anymore because I back Jaguar, right? And that's cool. That means you weren't loyal in the first place. I can live with that. But the problem I have really is this. Not the people that unsubscribed or whatever. They
That's
weren't
the
loyal
part
in the
that I'm
first place.
saying.
So in the long run, sooner or later, they would have got over on you anyway. You get what I'm saying here?
See, that's the only part that I'm saying. How you gonna be loyal with somebody and they do their job, and then now you was never really loyal to the content creator. So once he would, that's why I don't really like to get into like sectors. I like to just talk about what I like to talk about. When you get into these sectors and the people don't tell you how to run your channel, you know what I'm saying? Technically, they're telling you how to run your channel and what they want to hear. And if you don't run it the way they want you to run it, they want to cancel you. Instead of just going on someplace else, but you was really never for the content creator. When you're talking other stuff that has nothing related to do with it, then you don't see people. You don't see them. But if I'm saying something that's vile and stuff, now I see you. Or if I say, you know what, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just, oh, hey, she ain't saying nothing negative. Oh, well, now I speak what I see. I speak what I see. If it don't sound right, then that's what I see. If it sounds right, then that's what I see. But that's a shame. The chat come on in and, 1 minute they like you, then they hate you, they like you, they don't like you. Anyway, like he said, they wasn't real people anyway. You know what I'm saying? People gonna ride, they gonna ride. Period. And if, you like, oh man, I can get all of this. I'm a robot. Saying, nah, y'all can't expect the same thing from every content creator. You cannot. You cannot. You may get different point of views, but I'm starting to think that you guys are the ones who want control. But people come bring you stuff. Now, I ain't on no train. I just tell it the way it is. And it's sad that a lot of good content creators took a lot of losses. Like I said, Sean is still Sean. He took a lot of losses, but he's still Sean. He should never have took no losses. Y'all want to control who people friends with, who they roll with. It start make you wonder. The same way this vile human being, Queen Ops. She got people come over 3,000 people sit up in there and watch her abuse this young lady. And then they right back in there because she's home, and the young lady is right back with her. That is crazy. She didn't miss no money. She's still getting money for being the vile human being that she is. But regular content creators just trying to do their job. They not being vile. They not doing nothing. Y'all want to cut them down. Well, we ain't coming in your room. We ain't going to support you no more. We ain't doing this. Like, this is really out of hand. Really, really, really out of hand. You roll. That's it. The topic is going to change. The topic will change. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Now, let me start saying, well, I peeped this and I peeped that. Oh, yeah. Watch I get a cash app. Watch I get a super chat. But when you just talking about what's in front of you, I ain't asking for nothing. I'm just saying, you don't get nothing. Nothing. But let me start saying some shit. Here y'all come. I'm gonna pay you because I like the ish that you're saying. You saying positive stuff? Nah, positive stuff. Nah, that's too positive. We don't like positive. We ain't got nothing for you. When you call people all type of other names and all that, ching, 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 ching. Y'all people better start praying. Because you have now became them. Little do you know, the people that you hate so much, or you have now became them. You have became them. You're doing the same exact thing. The same exact thing you are doing. But for real, I'm gonna get back to this. Let Devon speak his truth. But another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. And another one down. And another one down. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Doom, doom, doom.
So to those people, see you later. But so I hold no contempt about that. But what has happened is, because I've supported Jaguar and I have numerous different blogs and posts up about her, including her own Coca-Cola commercial that she had at one time, a lot of people took personal to that and they said, you know what? We're not going to donate to you anymore. Now, if y'all watched me for a while, y'all have seen multiple people come into my chat room and mention this, right? And so today, yesterday, and the day before, I always listen to what people got to say, and I always make sure I hear both sides of the story before I make my final decision. And so in this situation, I had to look at a various amount of factors. One, I have lost a significant donator base by backing this woman. And like I said, ain't no big deal. I'm not.
So did I.
Understand what
So
I'm
did
saying?
I.
What you
So
have is
did I.
personal. I don't like what you did, but I'm not here
Mm-hmm.
to necessarily bash you. But to
Mm-hmm.
act as counsel as I always have, as professional, you know. And so I overheard what you had said about a few particular individuals. I don't know these individuals. Only one I can vouch for, and I would say that I would have a angle in backing them would probably be King Payne in this particular situation. And the reason I say that, Jaguar, is because, and I know you'll probably see this. The reason I say that is because of multitudes of people coming in and saying the same thing. Now, at first, initially, a lot of people said, "Oh, she's just gonna screw you over in the end." Da, 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 da. And I said, "Well, give her a chance." I've heard me here on this channel say, "Give her a chance." So if you turn against me, you look foolish. You look foolish. And there was a time before, and we don't have to get into that, that you turned against me before we got to this moment. Remember, Jaguar? I remember. And I remember the subject we were talking about. That's not for anybody to know. The problem is here, sweetheart, and I'm going to say this to you very clear, and I hope you hear this, okay? I just got off a phone call, and I know that person's going to show up here in a few minutes. I just got off a phone call because someone that I had told, how can I say it? Someone I had told in the industry, fuck it. Someone I had told in the industry, I said, yo, check this guy out. I'm not gonna say who that person is. I think he got some talent. You understand what I'm saying? And I do this all the time. People that know me, they know I do this all the time. I sing your artists. I'm one of the first people that I was talking to Scarlett before she even popped in New York. You know, understand what I'm saying? So I do this all the time. You know, I see personalities, I see certain people. I bring it to the attention of certain individuals within the industry or whatever the case may be, so they can make a
Hey,
decision. And you
Spice.
don't have to believe me or whatever, but I worked in this business for 17 years. You don't know who the fuck I know. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of these other people, they'll blow a horn and act like they, you know what I'm saying? But with me, there's no denying it whatsoever. So I sent that particular clip of a gentleman or whatever, whatever, and he recognized the name. In fact, some people have been asking me about some situations prior to then, and I played coy and I played dumb and act like I totally didn't know it all. I said, I don't know what they talking about or whatever. And I never put it out there. And I never put it out there. Why? Because the pure simple reason I didn't find any need to. Now you can believe what you want to believe or don't. I don't care. Point is, I never turned my back on the woman. Never would. And so I saw this woman and she turned around and she, you know, there's another woman that's coming in. I was on the exclusive end too. So this is not hearsay. I was actually there to hear what these people had to say. I also went and listened to what Jaguar had to say as well. And I said to myself, okay, this shit don't match up. You understand? And let's say I got in a little pickle as far as what is my decision based now. You understand what I'm saying? And that's hard because for the better part of 2.5, almost 3 years, I have supported this woman emphatically. And
Mm.
whether you know it or not, Jaguar, if you see this, I was a person during your birthday when you was locked up that let King Payne know it was your birthday. It was me. You don't believe me? Ask him when you get the chance. I'm responsible for a lot of people out here, a couple of stars too, believe it or not. They'll never give the acknowledgement because, well, we know how our business goes, right, Jag? So as I'm making my progression to getting back in the industry and doing a couple other things or whatever by going to the studio, singing and things like that or whatever, I was trying to give the same inspiration and influence for Jag to do the same thing. I wanted to see her do big things. I wanted to see her grow. I wanted to see her blast off because I knew she was talented. And unfortunately, what Jaguar did was when she got out this time for, what is this, the third, fourth time, you ready to doing the same fucking thing again, which was getting out, being rambunctious, being obnoxious, cussing out people, treat people like they ain't shit or whatever, whatever. When you know damn well you couldn't do this with Clyde, who mentored you, who brought you in the game, who coincidentally enough was a part of, well, Bad Boy Entertainment intricately. Moved us from Third Avenue on over to 1540 Broadway where I started, you know. And if you guys don't know that address, 149 Third Avenue or whatever, I've been in that building because later on, my boss, still some boss, you know what I'm saying? Sean Prez, had his offices there with power moves. Same office.
Damn, I'm always on mute. Don't forget, guys, I will be dropping the link later. Like I said, anything you say, I don't hold nothing against how you guys feel. I don't try to control the chat. Feel free to say whatever you have to say. You understand? I can't tell you how to feel about certain things, and certain things get up under your skin. I respect that. But I really want to know, with all of these friends that's every single day, that's, dropping like flies, I would like to know how you guys feel about it. So I will be dropping the link later. I want to have a little discussion, but I really want to know how you guys feel, or you could say I knew this, I saw it coming, whatever you want to say. I'm gonna drop the link if this don't go on too late, or I might doze off. I don't know, because I ain't even take my nap. But let's go, guys. Sorry. Oops. Oops.
So I took it upon myself to say today, after investigating and getting the information that I've gathered, right, Jaguar, and being the fact that you come from a certain ilk of men, as I do, one of those in particular, Clive Davis, you know how this thing goes. You know PR, you know media, and we either pick one of three. We either pick the version I picked this time of I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say, and if you don't like it, fuck you. Or you could pick the hi everybody, how's everybody doing? Great. Oh hey, great. You could pick that version. Or you can pick the third version. Yeah, we're gonna fucking rock and do whatever the fuck we want it. You know what I mean? There's different versions of personalities you could pick when you come into this, and is at your disguise, discretion, excuse me. You pick to be the rambunctious tirade one. And based off your humble beginnings, where you come from, with the roots, with Jay, or many other people, you were a very different personality then. But I just wrote out something the other day on one of my social media apps, and I said, some of you people have become some of the worst versions of yourself currently. Meaning 10, 15, 20 years ago, you was not this person. If you was this person, you harbored it very well. Is that fair? And so I remember saying to myself right before you got released from prison, which King Pain helped you get released from prison. Let's not make a mistake about that. You were able to bash all these people and say what you want to say right now as you're out. And I heard you with my own two ears today and yesterday. It was an older one I caught up on yesterday. You had the opportunity to be something totally different than what the fuck you're doing right now. And I'm disappointed. And the reason I'm disappointed is before you got out, before you even got arrested, I was suggesting these same things. See, I had direct interaction with Jaguar. This is not like somebody talking third person or vicariously. My name is Devon Lewis, 17 years with Bad Boy Entertainment, 3 different distributors, Atlantic, BMG. You can verify me. I'm very easy to verify. I'm one of the very few people on here, and I always like to big them up. Big Face Gary from Rockefeller Records, Choke No Joke from Rockefeller Records, Star from the Star Report, Atlantic Records, which was also one of our distributors at one time. I'm of that ilk of those gentlemen that actually lived the experience. We were actually there at the times. A lot of these things were transparent. Now, one of the things that I wasn't there for was it wasn't there for Jaguar Wright at the time. But we heard enough about her. We revered her. And some of y'all will say, oh, she was never nobody. Well, that's quite the opposite. She sold some units. Claude decided to keep her on. And even though it was a neo soul type of vibe, I can say that was condescending of the times that that time, along with the Floetries, along with what the Roots were doing, Bahamadia was doing, that whole Philly movement, really, where that sound was coming out of, that neo soul sound. And so I know it's gonna sound a little winded out to some of y'all, but I have to do this to come full circle. So I congratulated you, I applauded you, and in some cases you'll be like, "Well, who the fuck are you to say?" I can feel it. Who the fuck are you to say something about me? Yeah, you better listen. I got off probably 45-minute call tonight. There ain't no chuck to it, ain't no joke or whatever. You think what you want to, quite frankly, at this point. And the person said, "Yo, I just watched that live from your mans." I'm not gonna say who it was. I'm not saying if it's King Pang or somebody else, but it was like, "Yeah, I just watched that live from your mans. That was crazy." I said, "Yeah, that's what they saying she did." You know what I mean? And this is somebody you should be worried about. Let's put it that way. And they ain't too pleased, Jag. They ain't too pleased at all. You have opened up Pandora's box, for now people are looking for other videos and other things that you said previously prior to this. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary for some people because the pure simple fact that they didn't know that you had said the things that you had said. Now, Talib Kweli and his punk ass, he had something to say the other day, and I'll say, don't pay no attention to that sucker ass motherfucker. Shout out to Most Def though, but that nigga's a sucker. I had direct
Hey,
interaction with
Queen
Talib Kweli.
Keys.
Yes,
Hey,
you know what I'm
baby.
talking about, you motherfucker. We had direct contact with each other via Twitter some years ago, and you said all kinds of obnoxious shit to me. In fact, you encouraged some of your people to come over and say some obnoxious shit to me. So fuck Talib Kweli. Tell him I said, and I said it to you in person. I don't give a fuck if you at Up Rocks or a couple of niggas you got rolling with you from Brooklyn. I know. You know what I'm saying? You not a gangster, but the niggas around you are gangsters. You understand? You not a gangster though. And so I will say this about Talib Kweli. Even though what he said was forced, even though what he said about her was a little bit obnoxious himself, he's a narcissist himself, if you ask me. But he had a point. He had a point. He had a point. And the reason he would look at it the way he would look at it is because of who you become. You're not a musician no more, Jaguar. You a gangster. I say it for you again. You're not a musician anymore, Jaguar, right? You a gangster. You a grifter. And some would say a robber now. And you traded all the talent that you had, and don't give me like I'm coming at you bad. Bitch, I was down with you till the motherfucking grills fall off until you did this shit right here. And I said, well, you lost all credibility with me now because now you look like a fraud. And now all these people out here saying that you took money from them. This woman is calling into the shows and talking about how you got over on her after she gave you $1,000 here, $1,000 there, $1,000 here. You know, from what I'm gathering, a couple hundred here, whatever. Offer to give her credit card so you could take a car, and you and your now girlfriend that you left your husband for, whatever the case may be. It's a whole bunch of weird shit, in my opinion, anyway. Nevertheless, we stuck by Jaguar Wright. We stuck by Jaguar Wright, many of us, because we loved her and we believed in her. And we said, oh, she's going to come home and do the right thing. And the first song that you make when you come home is some kind of diss song or some shit like that. I heard that corny ass shit. And I said, well, no, this chick is way more talented than this. Why is she doing this trash? I was hoping that you would follow the route of what I was saying, because what it would do is it would usher in and open up. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're from the music industry, and I know you'll see this. You watch all the videos that have your name titled in them, so I know you'll see it, and you know who I am. We're not strangers. So if anybody's hearing this, she
Hello,
knows who I
grandmother.
am. I know who
Welcome.
she is. We have been on camera and talked before. We have interacted with each other before. And in fact, she spent 3.5 hours on the show one night talking about me after I hung up. Okay, you know exactly who I am. You know exactly who I'm connected to. All right, you know who I'm talking about. So you know I ain't telling you no lies here. You know this is a real deal. All them other podcasters and bloggers or whatever, they playing with you. You know the shit I'm talking about. These people ain't playing with you. So let me talk to you, and I hope you listen when you hear this. And if you happen to know her or talk to her, send this over to her. She needs to know this. You have spent the better part of 2.5 years talking about almost everybody in the industry, and you have separated yourself from a lot of friendships. You have separated yourself from a lot of prospects. And what I was trying to tell you, Jaguar, last time was this your last time. Do you remember me saying that? The post is still right here on my page. Still right here. I did a whole hour and a half, I think it was. I went to look it up and I saved it just so you would see it. And I'll share it later on. But I told you, I said, if you do this one more time, it's over. It's over. Nobody's gonna mess with anything you do now. You got to do independent, and there's gonna be some people gonna try to throw a monkey wrench in that too. They done it to me before. But I told you, Jaguar, that time that you started talking about, well, let's just say Miss Kim. Okay, let's just say Miss Kim, that's connected to a very big personality that happens to be connected to my vein. You understand? That's all I need to say about that. We don't need to talk too much. I'm not here for the gossip. I'm here just to talk to you. And so you understand why I'm taking the position I'm taking. And so you understand why I can't advocate for you any longer. Now you can think what you want to think or whatever, whatever. But if you know, like I know, I come from the vein of Sean Prez, Malcolm Miles, James Cruz, and you know who they work for. Do I need to say any more? And so your name is buzzing now because one person saw a video. Now, a couple other people saw videos of you, Jag, and they didn't really think nothing about it. It's like, oh, she talking about her, don't worry about it. Oh, she talking about him, don't worry about it. It's a possibility. But when you start talking about certain individuals, I can't help you. Those individuals going to do what they want to do regardless. So I'll say like this, Jag. It's been fun. It's been real. There's nothing you can say right now because of your gumption and your diction on, if not directly screwing people
You
over,
did coffee. You did
indirectly screwing
coffee.
people over,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe just your temperament of everybody's against you because of what you've seen in the tirade of what you have created.
Hey, Nene, my
You
baby.
came back gossiping. And it's far for me to remove myself because I started on here on YouTube almost 3 years ago now, and quite a bit of a pickle myself. And at that time, I talked, in case you guys don't know, I talked about how I had a discrepancy with my bad boy brothers and Diddy at the time because I felt that niggas wasn't putting in the effort that they should be.
Hey, Franco.
Now, we've since gotten past that, obviously. You know what I mean? Apologies.
Ooh, this man breaking my heart. Let me check my likes. Let me check my likes. Let me check my likes. This man breaking. Don't go breaking my heart. Cause he is breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my. Let me see. Oh, no, no, no. Can we at least. Let's get these likes up, guys. Let's get these likes up so we can see what else he have to say. We need at least 10 likes. I'll start with 5. But can we at least get 10 likes? Can we get these likes? These likes are not moving. And I would like to see what else he has to say because he knows her from way back in the days. And his story is very compelling. Very compelling. Can we get 4 more likes? Can we get 4 more likes so we can move on, my Bush babies? Come on, Bush babies. Come on, Bush babies. 3. We just need 3. We just need 3. 1, 2. We need 2. Just 2. Just 2. And I appreciate you, my Bush babies. And I appreciate you, my replay gang. My replay people, thank you for your support. Thank you so much for the likes. Let's get back to the show. But this man is for real. This man is for real, baby. He's for real. You know what? But this is what, but it should be. What, if you say so, Miss Leo. If you say so. If you say so. But okay. But this guy, he's speaking how he feel. You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
Were made on both parts. Hands were shaken on both parts. And a lot of people truly didn't understand. You understand what I mean? But ain't the same for you. See, you told so much shit on this motherfucker that a lot of people ain't gonna forgive you. And as they start getting wind more and more and more because of this internet thing and more people's involvement in internet and all these different places like, Revolt TV, All Deaf Digital, a couple others, you now pay attention to me because you know how we talk. I can't talk to you that way on here. It's too obvious. But if you hear this, Jaguar, listen to me. You have created an atmosphere now that cannot be controlled anymore because your name, when it's associated with anything online, is associated most of the time with a negative connotation. And that's a bad thing for you. So I'm not here to diss you. I'm not here to talk shit about you. To be quite honest with you, I'm quite surprised by what the fuck you did and how you came out of this. That boy King Pain helped you. He helped you significantly when no one else would. He bailed you out of jail. This was your third time being in jail. If you were a guy, they would have kept you the first time. Is that fair? And so, after all your tirades, and we defended you, even though knowing there's a little something going on here, but you know what? That's Jaguar fucking right. We love her. I want to see her make it. See, I think if anybody was advocating for you, it was that man and myself. Shout out to King Pain, man. But I can't do it. I can't do it because see, if I do it any longer and I take up for you, defend you, or whatever the case may be, at that point now I look stupid. I don't want to say his name, but there's about 4 people from my camp now that know what you've said. Out of those 4 people, one of them counts. And I didn't tell on you. I didn't snitch on you. I didn't bring the videos or the things that you said to their attention for retaliation or something on behest of King Pain or anybody else. It just naturally happened. And when I was questioned about it, somebody brought up the fact of, yo, ain't this the chick you mentioned before? And I said, yeah, but I had mentioned you in a good light. Pay attention. And so they got the correlation together, Jaguar, and they said, oh my God, yo, what the fuck? And they were shocked. This is the truth. You better listen to me. This is true. I'm not lying to you. These other bloggers, they get on there and lie to you. I have no reason to lie to you. Actually, I'm doing you a service right now. Okay? I'm doing you a service right now. Now, I done met a lot of Billy badasses in the world. You understand what I'm saying? But last time I checked, you got one gun. One gun. And you go to sleep, you go eat breakfast, you walk around, and that could be a problem for you. And I think the whole time that you were doing this whole charade to become popular, not just take away from anything that you said, because some of the things that you probably said have some significance to them and some validity to them. I will take that away from you. Some of the things you said, some of the things you said. But all in all, sweetheart, a lot of the shit that you said, as we say here in the New York City tri-state area, was fucking complete chuck, Jaguar, right? And I'm here on this very last time to offer you a bit of a silence for you to consider. Jag, if I were you, I wouldn't say any fucking thing else about anybody currently, previously, or potentially future being in the music business. I just wouldn't. I don't think it'll work out for you. I think you stand the possibility, and I'm not talking about murders or nothing like that, but I think you will probably rank the possibility of being brought into a courtroom. And at that time, when you're bored in that courtroom, and you know, and I know just as well, because I need money now. You understand what I'm saying? I need money. And that's one of the problems and why I'm doing this podcast too, because I have to rescind my advocacy for you. And this last bit of a gesture that I'm doing, and I'm going to get into why I'm rescinding my application for you. But before I do that, I want to offer you one last gift and one last part of consultation and counsel. Yeah. Remember, I'm professional. And my name's Devon Lewis, but I'm professional. Remember? That's how I'm known. And so, and like I said, this ain't no game. This ain't no game. I have to be very careful with my words. You have created an environment that's very dangerous for yourself and for your girlfriend. She doesn't know what's going on. She didn't know this life that we've lived before. She didn't know anything about it. And a lot of people try to deduce my position as I was in the company or whatever the case may be. But make no mistake about it, I was around. Make no mistake about it. Everywhere that Puff went, Prez went, in every city that all these guys went to, we were at. You understand what I'm saying? The events, the hotels, the performances, the concerts, everything. We were there. The accumulation from the beginning of Black, well, I wasn't there for the beginning of Black Rob, but I was definitely there part of the launch of Black Rob and promoting it. We used to run around, put up these orange stickers that said, "Whoa, you don't believe me? Go ask Gene Dill." You know, and Gene Dill, y'all take his word for everything. Gene Dill, he'll validate me. A couple other people, they'll validate me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have no reason to lie. But if you really want to validate me, ask the big dogs. Ask Prez. Ask Malcolm Miles. Ask James Cruz. Ask Shan the Butcher, wherever he is. I haven't seen Shan in years. June Balloon. All those guys, they know who I am. We came up under them. We came up under their tutelage. Hey, yo, Playboy, get out of my cubicle. That was Shan. So I come from a host of real ones. These are the guys that would have, you know. So I say this to you, Jaguar, right? And I hope you take consideration of this. Sweetheart, you're like me now. For the very moment, I'm normal. I don't have a lot of money like I used to. I used to have pockets full of money. I used to give money to people, take people and treat them for shit and everything else. Anybody who knows me knows that. I used to have people fall asleep on my balcony in my condo, jump in the pool, everything else. I make no mistake about it, and I lived that way for quite a long while. And you lived that lifestyle for quite a while too, Jag. So you know what it's like. And now you have resorted, and the worst thing you could do as a former artist is resort yourself to now taking rags and tatters. You understand what I'm saying? Rags and tatters. Pay attention to me. You run around and you don't have a permanent address right now. Many people that know my story here know I bent myself over backwards, getting myself back in the position. And y'all watch this here on my channel, so it's no lie. This is how I started my channel, you know. Many of y'all remember my segment Live from the Homeless Shelter. That's what you mentioned before. My name has been associated with a lot of things. And at that time, people were saying you were living in your car with Goomba.
Hey,
How the
Puzzle.
fuck you got something to say about me? I caught that shit.
Welcome.
But nevertheless, I never retaliated on this woman. Do you remember that? You sat for about a good 3 hours talking about me, dogging me out, saying all kinds of shit about me, doubting me or whatever. But if anybody knew, you knew. And the only thing you had to do was make one quick phone call. If any of those names I mentioned, they would have validated me. See, I'm different than these other guys. Choke no jokes, different than these other guys. The Star Report, Troy Terrain, he's different than these other guys. Big Face Gary, he's different than these other guys. Why? Because you can pick up the phone, you can validate us. We were there. Gene Dill, very easy. Pick up the phone. He was there. You understand what I'm saying? I've said this in Gene's chat room. Gene has spoken with me before. So make no mistake about it. You understand what I'm saying? This is the real deal. This ain't somebody just throwing up
Hey,
fallacies and,
Tommy.
pretending and shit. We are bad boy. You understand? And I'm not saying your problem's going to come from bad boy. But what I'm saying is you have said some very heinous things, sweetheart, and now they're out of my control. And I want you to know before I step off, I just wanted to offer my counsel to you as being professional. That's all. And I suggest to you, because it's not just Bad Boy Entertainment and the person there that you ruffled some feathers with and couldn't believe, was actually shocked at what you said. But there's a lot of other people that you said things about. They come and circle around that circle. Yeah, if you, yeah, right. And some of them feel a certain type of way too. And I just want my crowd to know, formally or currently, that based on the set of situations that I've heard, that this seem really, and the word you guys use is messy. Entonces, ¿sabe qué don't diga? Messy, right? Based on what you guys have presented to me, I have to walk away now. So this will be my last time
Hey, Paula, baby.
and final time talking about Jaguar Wright. And I'm not going to talk about her basher. No, sweetie, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But King Payne has a right to do that. He has a right to do that. See, you took money from that young man. You took money from him. You took money from multiple people that were part of his network. And that money could have went to him. That money could have went to others or whatever. Well, you set up a paradigm where you're taking money, and just like a succubus, you were taking money from people and you're not being utterly aware, and you're letting your greed take over. What happens is you set up a set of events where these good people that donate to us and keep our channels going, and make no mistake about it, I've explained this a million times. I'd rather get paid by y'all than get paid by Google. I cannot go in front of Trump Tower and all these places and talk shit that I talk in the same octave, same voice, the same way I do, and talk against poor white trash without y'all support. And what you have done is, based on what this woman explained today, and I was there and I listened to her voice 2 times. What you did was, you went on your vlog later on and you called this woman stupid and dumb and silly and all this stuff. And you took that woman's money. That woman gave you some credit card information to get a car that didn't work out. They tried to help you. And I remember exactly what that woman said, because she was very upset that she felt she had been duped by her $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. However it accumulates up to. I don't give a fuck if it was $1. It's mine. You cannot move forward doing that. Now, if you understand
Yes.
what I
Send me
mean,
$1.
if she gave you 3,000, she was
Y'all can send me $1. If y'all can send, y'all could, send me. Y'all can get this dollar going on. All y'all send $1, send $1, send $1, send $1 or two. Support the support the channel. Support the channel. Yeah, support the channels. That's what I'm saying, Lady D. Exactly. Exactly. Send me some. Shoot. I need my little snacks and stuff. All right. I don't want to stop him because he's really like deep. And like I said, he has a channel. His name is Devon Lewis. Go and check him out if you want. If you like his content, go and check him out. Now let's go.
probably prepared to give you up to 7 to 8,000. But your greedy notions and desperations made you go in, or either the influence of that broad that you were around, who, in my opinion, is worse than Goomba was. You should have kept Goomba around.
Hey, my
Goomba had your
baby.
back, at least at that notion. Might have not been the best person. I don't know if he put his hands on you or whatever, whatever.
Hey, my
But if
baby.
I had to
Mwah.
trade, I would say you should have kept Goomba behind you. I remember in one of your videos, and I peeped something that you said, because you said it the way we would say it here in the Northeast, right? And make no mistake about it, if you guys don't know the demographic over here, it goes Philly, then about 20 minutes after that is Delaware. Then right after that is Jersey, and now you're in the New York City tri-state. Jersey, New York, and here where I live at Connecticut. I live the closest
Dior, Lord have
tip
mercy.
going south into New York. So I know this area very well. I've lived in Harrisburg and Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. My cousin Benji used to play the drum corps down there, right by the Hershey Field down there. You know what I'm talking about. So When I sit back and I think about this long trip that I've had supporting Jaguar, right? You can't make no mistake about that and deny that. Even when you were locked up, I could have took the road and said, hey, we're gonna talk crap about her now. But I myself, Ella King Payne, they didn't. When it was your birthday, you spent your birthday in, I believe that time it was a mental lockdown. They had to evaluate you, right? King Payne didn't even know it was your birthday. I let King Payne know it was your birthday. Now, if you don't believe me, go ask him one day. He'll tell you. But I doubt he won't talk to you now. But I let him know it was your birthday. Ain't you wondering how I knew it was your birthday? So I've been very deeply invested in you as an artist, not an online YouTube personality, because I know what you're capable of. And maybe one day I'll be proven wrong and you'll come back and do this music that I know you can do, or whatever the case may be, and you'll be somebody better. But the first, you got to start within yourself, sweetheart. So you become a survival mechanism. And I know survival mechanisms because I went through hell during the pandemic. And since the pandemic has ended, I've been trying to reinstitute myself and get myself back financially. And when you pull moves like that, when a woman gives you $1,000, $2,000, $100 here, 3,000, whatever, whatever, but the base point, I believe at least at 1,000. When she does that, and she said I was considering giving her more, when she jumped the gun and got greedy, I'm looking at you and I'm saying, baby girl, you went from being around millionaires to out here fighting for nickels and dimes and pennies. When the only thing you had to do was take you and them big ass mom hips and go work out for a minute,
Thank you,
put down the
puzzles.
Twinkies,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
walk
you.
instead of driving,
Hold up.
walk instead of driving, and get
Thank
yourself
you,
back to the same person. You
puzzles.
basically look like the same person. As soon as you put them braids in your hair, it's like, yeah, that's her. You look like the same person you was when you was, let's say, 30, 35 years old. And instead, you opted to beef with YouTubers and take advantage of subscribers that belong to that man. That was
Uh, I am going to rewind that part. I'm going to rewind that part just in case you didn't hear it. Just in case you didn't hear it. I'm going to rewind that part. And my cat said, meow, meow, meow. My cat is into this right about now. I don't know. Like my cat, like meow. I'm going to rewind it. Thank you, puzzles. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's in my fun for my goodies. Matter of fact, let me just say, I know I say hi to y'all one by one, and you know, my replay gang people say I be messing up the show by saying hello. But y'all, I like that. I see y'all. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy. I'm happy to see you too, my regain, my replay game. So let me just pause it so I don't mess it up, and I will rewind it so you can hear it again. Hey, my Nene baby. Hi, Miss Leo. How's that beautiful grandbaby of yours? I just, oh, so cute. And hopefully you still enjoying your birthday. Lady D, my baby, how you doing? My daughter, Dior. You know how I feel about you, my daughter. I love her. I love my Dior. That's my daughter. I love her. Her mouth is reckless, just the way I like it. Just the way I like it. Hey, Paula, how you doing, baby? It's always good to see you too. Um, did I miss anybody? Miss Rod for always riding. You is the most rider. I can't deny it. You a effing rider. You don't want to bang with her. Hey, Tommy. Always good when you pop in. Puzzle pieces. Thank you for supporting the channel and my goodie bag. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And coffee, my girl, my ace spoon coon, my ace spoon coon. Hey, baby, glam mother. Yes, this is very deep. It's always good to see you too. Now, Big Franco, Big Franco, and host. What up, Franco? Queen Kish. Mwah. Hey, baby. Say spicy the spice. If I missed anybody, I'm very sorry. Hello, all my bush babies. Hello, all my bush babies. Wherever you here for the good side or just to be nosy. Hello, hello, and hello. Exactly, Miss Leo. That's why I'm going to skip. That's why I had to show it. That's why I had to play this. Cause I mean, wow. I mean, it really touched me. It really did. And he goes way back with her. That's exactly why. And thank you for my goodies. Thank you for my goodies. Thank you for my goodie. To go on my goodie bag. You better not tell Michelle that. You better not tell Nicole that. You better not tell Nicole that. Better not tell Nicole that. Nicole is the glue. Hey, little boss lady. Nick is the glue. And don't forget, guys, the song in the beginning of the show is by my girl Chrissy Wayward. I have now become a fan. I have now become a fan. Yes, I have. I just don't download songs, but I may download hers. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's get back to the show. I'm going to rewind it. It's just that, it's like, woo. I just like the way he's like really breaking it down, how he's feeling, and then he's talking about the industry and all these other type of things that go right along with it. So I'm rewinding a little bit. Cause see, even though somebody may not like really, even though she said things about him, but even though he didn't really hurt her, but you can tell when you're a real friend, somebody being called a fake friend, when they just coming to you with facts. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this how I feel. I don't like what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way he's putting it. You know, I do. I really do. And somebody said something that I was saying. Thank you so much. Somebody said something. You've been working on your mind, your body, and your soul. You gotta keep your physique on fleek. Get the hell out of here. Get the heck on out of here, girl. You you got the physique I'm gonna get in my next life. What the body that Dior have, I'm gonna get in my next life. All right, let me get back to this for you guys. I'm gonna rewind it back. Let's go.
You become a survival mechanism. And I right after that is Jersey, and now you're in the New York City tri-state. Jersey, New York, and here where I live at Connecticut. I live at the closest tip going south into New York. So I know this area very well. I've lived in Harrisburg and Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. My cousin Benji used to play the drum course down there, right by the Hershey Field down there. You know what I'm talking about. So when I sit back and I think about this long trip that I've had supporting Jaguar, right? Can't make no mistake about that and deny that. Even when you were locked up, I could have took the road and said, hey, we're gonna talk crap about her now. But I myself, Ella King Payne, they didn't. When it was your birthday, you spent your birthday in, I believe that
Hey,
time
my
it was a
baby,
mental
Nick.
lockdown. They had to
Hey,
evaluate
my
you, right?
baby. You know we
King
love
Payne didn't
you.
even know it was your birthday. I let King Payne know it was
And
your
you
birthday.
right, grandmother.
If you don't believe me, go ask him one day.
That's my
He'll
heart
tell
right
you.
there.
But I doubt he won't talk to you now. But I let him know it was your birthday. Ain't you wondering how I knew it was your birthday? So I've been very deeply invested in you as an artist, not an online YouTube personality, because I know what you're capable of. And maybe one day I'll be proven wrong and you'll come back and do this music that I know you can do, or whatever the case may be, and you'll be somebody better. But the first, you got to start within yourself, sweetheart. See, you become a survival mechanism. And I know survival mechanisms because I went through hell during the pandemic. And since the pandemic has ended, I've been trying to reinstitute myself and get myself back financially. And when you pull moves like that, when a woman gives you $1,000, $2,000, $100 here, 3,000, whatever, whatever, but the base point, I believe, at least at 1,000. When she does that, and she said I was considering giving her more, but she jumped the gun and got greedy. I'm looking at you and I'm saying, baby girl, you went from being around millionaires to out here fighting for nickels and dimes and pennies. When the only thing you had to do was take you and them big ass mom hips and go work out for a minute, put down the Twinkies, walk instead of driving, walk instead of driving, and get yourself back to the same person. You basically look like the same person. As soon as you put them braids in your hair, it's like, yeah, that's her. You look like the same person you was when you was, let's say, 30, 35 years old. And instead, you opted to beef with YouTubers and take advantage of subscribers that belong to that man. That wasn't your subscribers. Those weren't your friends. They said out their mouth. And to have the audacity to hit this man up and be like, yo, there's some money missing. No, 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 no. That ain't Philly way. That ain't Philly way. Philly way come in. Well, maybe some part, maybe Germantown or something like that. Niggas down there, they do shit like that. But you should have walked your slow bucks ass back and said, yo, you know what? Thank God I'm on the concrete again. Thank God I'm on the concrete again. And it's because of this man. So even if there was $2, $3, $4 missing for whatever, and which I found out also you got given another significant amount. But your tastes are still in line. And trust me, I know your taste is still in line from when we was in the music industry full throttle. Things have changed now. I'm getting more acceptance for being a singer than I ever was for being a rapper. And I can admit that. You understand what I'm saying? I get a far better reception. But what I'm doing is I'm working on reinventing myself by going to all these freaking open mics again and everything like that. It's very reiterated because I'm having kids that are 19, 20, 25 clapping for me, literally clapping for me. I will show y'all this week if y'all donate to the Cash App, and I'm going to show y'all. It costs money to be up in there. You know, you got to buy something for the ambiance. Y'all know what I'm talking about. $ STRINGERBELL80. Links in the description box. And I can show y'all. I've done it before. I've sung up on here on camera before, and people have heard me. And you heard the people in that video clapping for me. So make no mistake about it. I know you could have done the same thing. But nah, you want to beef with fucking YouTubers when you're bigger than that. You want to steal from people that are trying to fucking help you and try to dupe them. And if you wasn't, that's how it appears. This is how people have received it. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? And they're angry. And so even on the still front, that if you had not made this move right here and you would have came out of this past situation and you would have said, take me to the studio. And I heard you got some management and all that shit, whatever. Man, them ragtag ass niggas can't do shit for you. Tell them I said it. And I dare you to say, come to me and tell me, oh, I'm going to beat him up. I'm going to do that. You're going to be very fooled very quickly. You are out of your fucking league. If you ain't never believed nothing else, believe that. Yeah, I might not have people that are, you know, here go 10 grand, here go 20 grand, but I call 2, 3 months. I'll come to where you're at. All right? Wherever you're at, all across the country. I've been around the country 15 times over with Bad Boy Entertainment. Stayed in the best hotels you could think of, the W, Fountain Blue, all of them. They know us there. I've had friends that work there. I know the freaking staff at some of these places. To this day, they're the same people. Brian, Mark, all these guys. I know these guys. Anybody that's down in Miami or Compound down in Atlanta, I know all these guys. R.I.P. to Alex. Those are the guys on Compound. His brother got killed down there. You know what I'm saying? Two Ethiopian brothers. So you know what it is when you mess with us. It's a whole different flow. So, sweetheart, right now that you're a one-man army, well, maybe a two-man army with your girlfriend, and I'm not making fun of her. I just don't trust her. Let's just say that. She looks slick. She looks like a con artist. And she looks like she's kind of influencing you or motivating you for the moves that you're making right now. Because I can't think for 1 second in my mind, you being in the music industry as long as you were, you think the rules have changed. The rules ain't changed. The base rules ain't changed. The execution's changed. The base rules on how we conduct each other and how we move around with each other has not changed. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, Jaguar. So this is different than one of these bloggers talking to you. This is someone on the same ilk as yourself. You understand? And I'm trying to tell you, was in the same position, same world, same environment. And to many of them, I was around bigger people than you were signed to. Is that fair? Because the person that signed you, who was Clive, we had direct contact with Clive because Clive was in the same building with us at 1540 Broadway. Y'all don't believe me? Go check your math on that. From 2000, what was it? From 2000, well, actually, he was his artist in 97, 98, which included Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston. This is a story I tell y'all how I met Prince in the elevator. It was at that building. And Clive was 2 floors above us. Andre Harrell was in the building with us or whatever, all that. So I was around Andre Harrell for years, a decade and some more change. You talking to the real deal here. I'm not no liar. So when I like I said, I can be easily confirmed. No, very easily confirmed. The people that you brought along as management, they should have known. They should have stopped you and said, "Hey, listen, this is terrible PR right now." That's why I said them niggas don't know what they talking about. And whoever you fucking with, you can't be that much of a deal because you're not paying them. You don't have a budget right now. If you had a budget, you wouldn't be taking $1,000 from old women. That woman said she was 55 years old and gave you that money. She said, "I'm retired." Now, you can fool them. You can't fool me. You know that. You know you can't fool me. I come from this. I'm still involved in this. I'm still around a lot of the heads that you're talking about. So you can believe me. Don't you want to tune out? You can tune out. I don't give a shit. This is not for y'all. This is for her. Because I know she's going to see it. So if you don't want to be here, if I bore you or whatever, like a lot of you weirdos that come here every day and watch me, but don't donate a dime, don't engage in the conversation or whatever, just sit back and just like a bunch of fucking weirdo voyeur motherfuckers. You understand? And hopefully sooner or later, YouTube is going to change that where this little emblem where you see how the person and the amount of people in here is going to change to a structure where you start seeing names. When you start seeing names, such and such just entered the chat, such and such just entered the chat. You don't believe me? You'll see in a few minutes. So, like I said, Suge, I can't even call you Suge anymore. But I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. I
Suge,
hope you find
they done
solace in your
stole my
life.
name.
I hope that you
Suge,
have the best
I'm the
that
only
life has
Suge.
to offer.
Thank you.
And what I also hope is, and to all you vloggers out there, please go tell her. And I'm going to tell you vloggers too. You're putting yourself in danger right now, fucking with her. I'm gonna say it for you one more time, and you can quote me on this. My name is Devon Lewis. My nickname is Professional. I'm very known in the music industry. This is not a joke. I have tons of friends from different record labels, different positions, all the way down to fucking street team, all the way up to the executives. You understand what I'm saying? So, and these are long-standing relationships. I've recorded at Quad. I've recorded at Daddy's House Recording Studio. I've recorded at Electric Lady. I have projects that I'm putting out. I am not an unaccomplished man by
Hey,
any
my
means.
brother.
You understand what I'm saying? What you see
Hey,
right now and
Pooh.
what you project and presume is
Good
something
to
else. I
see
don't
you.
care. But my resume says something totally different. I'm not talking about a resume like the streets either. I'm talking about a resume on paper. what it says on my LinkedIn. I was there at the beginning of the launch of Revolt TV, as you can see by the picture that brought you in here. I was there for the launch of Ciroc, alcohol, oils. This is core Blue Dot. I was the first person that handed these out along with the team that I was with. You understand what I'm saying? And my comrades. Shout out to all of them. Chrome, Uptown, Rod Dollars, Live, Jaguar, formerly of Love and Hip Hop. We the real deal. You understand what I'm saying? So she knows what I mean, and that's all that matters. But if I were you and I were a blogger, let me give you a little piece of advice. If she comes on your vlogs and she starts talking about anything outside of her and she starts gossiping or whatever outside of herself, and this includes them two little boys down there in Philly that y'all think y'all anonymous. We know who you are too. And I told everybody to back up off of you because you guys talk a little too fucking much. And I think you guys think you're a little tough because of the people you know. Well, that can be taken care of very easily. 10 guys tops. I don't want to do that. I don't want anybody to have to do that to you. But I'm telling these guys, this old gossiping thing, you got to watch who you gossip about. Because a lot of times you gossip about people and you don't have the same amount of money as they do as their disposal. That means disposable income for those that are laymen. Yeah, you get your head. What would you do if your top max is you got, let's say, $20,000 versus somebody that's got a reach of, I don't know, 1 billion?
Nick, you stupid.
You know what type of freaking
Nick,
headers I
you
could
is
have for 1
stupid.
billion? How you come in there and get them to do the whole fucking house and you watch you watch and hold you down while you watch? You understand? So I would say to a lot of you vloggers, I know you want your views. I know you want your likes. But them views and them likes gonna get you in a position that you can't afford to fucking be in. All right. And you ain't gonna garner enough donations from these motherfuckers to save you. And the best thing I can tell you is this. There was this young girl that committed suicide. She was a TikToker. You can go look the story up. And this young girl, she was around about 19 years old when she committed suicide or whatever the case may be. Beautiful Latina girl. And she had over 1.2 million followers. When they had her funeral procession, you know how many people showed up? 30. 30 people out of 1.2 million. These subscribers, they know most of them, the majority of them. I'll say 70% of them don't give a flying fuck about you. Don't give a flying fuck about your program. And as quick as they scroll through fucking YouTube, they can go somewhere else. I've got videos that got 1.2 million views. I've got videos that got 200,000 views with just me in it. Just me alone. You understand? I'll share it for you if you want me to. I've gone viral now 6 times. 6 times. Jaguar's going viral about the same amount. That's anything over 50,000 views. Considerably, that's what they position it as. Anything that goes under over 50,000 views can be considered for greater media. Meaning your news outlets, meaning NBC, whatever the case may be. If you need an example of that, Carly Russell, that's where she started at, and then major media picked it up. So, to you vloggers, you champs of fucking the truth. Remember what I tell y'all, watch motherfuckers say that shit. She telling the truth. He telling the truth. But that truth is gonna get your fucking tooth knocked the fuck out if you keep fucking around. And I think that's the problem. None of y'all put your hand. You know, it used to be a time you sit around, and this is what this internet shit has provided. It's provided motherfuckers that otherwise cowards to be able to sit in their house and talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about, talk whoever they want to talk about without any repercussions, right? And that's cute. If you're 16, 17 years old, you know, what's the most going to come out of? Well, a lot of times they get dropped still, you know, depending on what city you're in. If you're in New York, that might drop you. But let me tell you something. When you're joining in with these guests or these people you think got the exposure coming around and all that shit or whatever, ask yourself this. Do you think what you're talking about in your little ragtag ass podcast has got 100,000 followers or whatever the case may be, right? At minimum. Do you think that the motherfuckers you're talking to or what you got to say are going to have that much of an impact that you're going to shut down the fucking industry? Let me give you an example. Howard Stern used to talk shit about the industry all the time. They threw his ass the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? And he's a white Jewish guy. They threw his ass the fuck out. And everybody, a lot of people don't talk about that part about her, Howard Stern. Howard Stern got forced out the industry. Glenn Beck got forced out the industry. Now, these are people that are reputably white or whatever the case may be, and they'll never be able to return. They have to work on their own. This is why I'm telling you, Jaguar, any project you throw out from this point on, no record label is going to fuck with you. You're going to have to throw it out independently. And by the looks of it right now, and the direction that your so-called management is taking you, I don't know what kind of fucking management that is, because I have somebody that I'm working with at a local studio in New York right now, and I let you guys know a million times, you know what I'm saying? And they would never give me any advice like that. They would tell me quite the opposite. They would tell me, yo, you need to take your ass the fuck off a line. You fucking up the potential money and trajectory. All you vloggers, and I'm not just talking about Jaguar Wright, I'm just talking about in general. For a lot of you vloggers that are sitting around and you're siding with these people that come on your podcast, and I'm talking about certain individuals, you know, the art of dialogue, them softest fucking baby ass motherfuckers of comedy hype, and a lot of these other fuckers. You have to be of a certain ilk to talk about these stars. See, and a lot of people be like, well, Corey Holcomb talks about stars. Corey Holcomb's different. Corey Holcomb's respected. Corey Holcomb's from Chicago. Corey Holcomb has got what you call gumption. It's very different. And he's an OG. So it's very different. Very, 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 very different. When you talk shit and people recognize it for being the truth versus he telling the truth. So let me tell y'all something. Be weary of these motherfuckers, and listen to me very well, kids. Be weary of these motherfuckers that jump online and they got this little banner. He telling the truth. Or this is the other title. Such and such this opened the industry up. Shocked the industry. And I can't believe you dumb motherfuckers are believing this shit. You're the dupes. Y'all as well be in little fucking cells and little capsules like they are in the movie The Matrix. And you remember when Neo woke up and he looked at all the little capsules around him that were encased with people that were in a state of style of what do you call that shit? A state of unconsciousness or whatever the case may be. I can't think of the word right now. That's how y'all are. That's how you are. And that's who you become. You become no more than pawns in a bigger fucking checker game. Or it's not even chess, it's checkers. You just jump over top of each other. There's no real method behind it. There's no real anything behind it. These vloggers. And you are the ones that know when Jaguar comes on your programs a lot of time, y'all sit there and you motherfuckers do your best to amp her up, knowing her condition, knowing how she is, knowing what she'll do. And y'all encourage her. And what y'all really doing is lining her up to get into more fucking trouble. You should be ashamed of yourself for that. You're taking advantage of her for fucking views, donations, and fucking hope you subscribe. A lot of y'all built your whole fucking channels off that woman. Or it'll be the same ones in the chat room talking about, well, she's got a mental problem. No, you have a mental problem. You have a mental problem because only a mentally ill motherfucker would go and have the fucking gall to sit there and create a whole channel off a woman that you say and consistently provide material on that one woman. You understand what I'm saying? And feel comfortable with that. Like my whole channel's about Jaguar Wright and her downfall. Really? You a sick motherfucker. There's a lot of people that are doing the same thing with King Payne now. They're taking his material, clipping it, chopping it up, or whatever. I do it every day. I know what y'all do. And they'll build their whole channel based on what he said about Jaguar back and forth. This channel's being started because of their beef. Y'all are some insidious motherfuckers. And you become the same animals that you say that you hate in white culture. The same animals that you say that you hate, that oppress. You have not looked around. All this fake love shit that y'all speak of. Yeah, that's what it is. Fake love. Fake love. Y'all show Jaguar fake love. And myself, King Payne, and a few others have tried to express that to her. The love that these people are showing you is fake love. And as much as you think you using them, they benefit more off of you. Have you seen that by the retention and the numbers that you get? even when you had your own channel, Jaguar, you would see at the minimum 10,000, 15,000 views, while the people that are throwing up your imagery, throwing up what happened with you, are seeing 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Why? Because they're waiting for your impending demise. Wake up, sis. Wake up. And I've tried to tell you this before. Be yourself again. Be yourself. The reason, and you ain't write all those songs. Some of them were co-written, some of them were, trash rewritten, whatever the case may be. But the reason you had that catalog is because you had a beautiful soul at one time. The reason you did the genre of music you did, which was neo soul, was all about from Kindred to Jill to the Bahamadia, all those people that come out of that era that you come out of. The reason those people shine so much is because they had love in their heart. Questlove to this day still got love in his heart. You see what I'm saying? And these are the people that would have helped you come back. And now you're stuck because you spent a lot of your time on your comeback.
Hey, boss lady.
They can't stand to be around you now. There's nothing you could possibly do to apologize to them anymore. That's out the window because everybody saw you get arrested multiple times. And then when you come home, even after I said it, King Payne said it, and when the other vloggers said it, yo, excuse my French, bitch, don't come home doing the same shit. Come home and do the music. And maybe that's the problem. You ain't got no real men around you to tell you, listen, bitch, I love you. Shut the fuck up and do the music. You got a whole bunch of yes men around you. And you know as well as I know, Jaguar, the worst thing you could do is have a fucking bunch of yes men around you as your entourage, right? Who gives a fuck if you don't like what I said? Those two people just like, oh my God, he said bitch, get the fuck out of here and unsubscribe. This ain't for you. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Clive got fucking brought in on charges when he was at CBS Records back in the 60s for the same shit. Yes, I'm talking about Clive Davis. You don't believe me? Go look up the story. Clive Davis was bringing his artists drugs and paybacks and kicks and alcohol and all kinds of shit. CBS was going to fire him at first. He got arrested for the shit, went to trial for the shit, and CBS ended up hiring him back. He was young, okay? Not talk shit about you, Clive. We love you. But point remains. You understand what I'm saying? The point remains. A bad entourage of motherfuckers around you. This is for any artist here back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2000s and teens. To the 2000s and 20s that we're in right now. That has always been condensing of the same fucking ending. You got bad management. Get rid of them motherfuckers. If none of them motherfuckers can come in and tell you, hey, look, chick, you need to shut the fuck up now. They can't do that with you. You need to get rid of them. If you remember, I'm going to throw this up later on. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's about, but I told Skinny the same thing the other day. Maybe about 2 weeks ago. I said, Skinny, get that Karesha bitch away from me. She ain't no good. Now, in 1 week, this bitch got 2 people pointing at her baby daddy and some other side nigga. Can't make this up. You understand what I'm saying? And this comes after what I said. And Skinny, I know you probably watching me too. All right, let me handle it. Now, Jag, you fucked this one up. That's on you. That's on you. That's on you. And preferably, I hope that you don't. I hope that you get some new people around you. That chick that you got around you, I'm gonna say the same way I said to Skinny, get that bitch the fuck on. You did the same thing, and I peeped when you said that slick shit in the house, when you said, yeah, we need to end that story, when you were talking about Legina. Unless you're from this area, you wouldn't pick that shit up. That was really some shit they do in Brooklyn, too. A lot of shit that Brooklyn people do and Philly do is very similar, very similar, very similar. They may have a slightly different accent, but their movements are very similar. And so I know when I see it.
That is
and lived
true.
in Pennsylvania for
Very
not
true.
Philly. My grandfather's from Philly. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I mentioned Germantown, because that's the area. Well, it wasn't that then, but that's the area it's known as now. My grandfather's from there. Robert Lewis. Some of the family's still there and all throughout Pennsylvania. So I'll say like this to you, Jaguar, right? And I hope you pay attention to this, and I hope you hear this, and I hope whoever's on here hiding in the bushes and in the shadows, because that's what y'all do best. But y'all ain't gonna be able to do that much longer. Oh boy, they're already exposing you. My wishes have been met. I'm gonna put up something in the community section. I'm gonna prove to y'all that I know who many of y'all motherfuckers are. And you think I can't see you? I proved to you in a post down below, if many people believe it or not. And I showed the names. I literally have your names in alphabetical order. Who every last one of y'all that's following me or comes and newly subscribes and shit. So maybe YouTube is listening to me. Thank you, Leor. Thank you, Tuma. That was in the last update. So I now can see you. And I'll be able to see you even more. Because you see how you see that little emblem right there that's a person? Pretty soon, as soon as you come into this fucking chat room, I'm going to see your name pop up. I'm going to see your name pop up. That's going to be the next update or update after next, or maybe the update after that. Depends how quick you can write the code for it. But I'm going to be able to see y'all pretty soon. And so this whole little profession that you motherfuckers have for hiding behind the scenes and acting like you don't know what's going on and trying to get some material for your own blog, because let's just be honest here. None of you want to be subscribers anymore. All you want to be bloggers. I could do it better than him. You can't do it better than me. You didn't have the same experiences as me. Anything that you say up against me as far as the music business is concerned is fraudulent. And anybody that supports you, they fraudulent over me. And if you guys would like to support me, make sure you hit that like button right now. Make sure you hit the Cash App $STRINGERBELL80. The link is in the description box. You can also find a PayPal link there if you don't have Cash App. If you appreciate
That's
me.
a lot of damn letters. Shoot.
My Cash App slowed down when I was defending. And to that one motherfucker that is logged off, I hope you're going to throw some money in the Cash App. I would appreciate it. But my money got fucked up. And I noticed it when I was on here defending Jaguar, right? That's why I'm on here talking the shit that I am fucking right now. If you talk against me, you fucking wrong as chick. You wrong as fuck. Don't talk against me because I had your back. You made the decision you wanted to make. And that's why you need more men like me around you. The men that you have around you, I don't give a fuck how strong they try to pretend they are, whatever. And I ain't got to say no certain names. The men are weak. I can tell they're weak because they won't tell you what you need to be told, which is you need to sit your motherfucking ass down for 6 months and write some fucking songs, act like you got some fucking sense, and stop arguing with motherfucking YouTubers when you're bigger than that. And these fuckers won't tell you because they scared of you. What you scared of her for? It's a woman. What you scared of her for? Tell her the truth. The shit you're doing is fucking stupid, and it's led up to this stupid point. You think you're winning right now? That lady today, she said that's the last $1,000 she ever get from me, and I ain't not worried about it. I hope that lady donates $1,000 to me or King Payne or split it in half. Shit, I can use that. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
How much
right?
rent is nowadays? That's getting ready to come back up around in a minute.
Three ways, damn
and
it.
while you're sitting there taking that money and instead getting $175 a night hotel rooms, $175 at least get part of a rewards program. Come on, you done toured all around the country. You know the fucking rewards program. That's a necessity. I don't know too many people in the motherfucking music industry that don't have a rewards program. A fucking do. That means you can stay at any hotel and within that branch. Wyndham is one of them. They do it. Wyndham owns everything from the Super 8 all the way down to Wyndham Suites. I'm part of that shit. I ain't paid my dues in a while. But I'm part of that shit. I can show you the brochure, show you my card, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Wyndham Rewards Program. All artists know that shit. Saves you tons of money. You know how much money you blow in fucking hotel rooms? Come on, man. Come on. So if none of them punk ass motherfuckers you got around now, I mean that respectfully, because I don't know everybody around you personally, but I do know one thing. Them motherfuckers ain't telling you what you need to know. So I'm going to tell you what you need to know. Entonces, sabe, mamita, Ana Negra, cámate con su boca, cámate ya, porque tú sabes, en un momento, la muerte, ¿eh? En la amiga contigo. Claro. Claramente. You understand Spanish, motherfucker. You know exactly what the fuck I just said. So listen to me and listen well. Stop talking about people online. And that's all I have to say. And I wish you the best. This will be my last interaction with you or even speaking about you. And for the people that follow me, um, I want to say, and to a couple of vloggers,
Hey,
I
my
want to
Pooh
say I
Bear.
apologize to you,
Hey, my
particularly
Pooh
one
Bear.
female vlogger that I went real head to head with. I was like, bitch, you better stop talking about her, whatever, whatever. And then I listened to a couple of videos and I said, well, damn, it's condensing of what's happening right now. So what do I say? So to that one female vlogger, I apologize to you from the bottom of my heart. I will leave you a message to let you know that I sincerely mean that. And I hope that you see it. And there's one other male vlogger. I'm going to apologize to him. You understand? Because they deserve that. Hey, Adrian Rivers, how you doing? And in the time being, guys, make sure you hit up the Cash App $ STRINGERBELL 80. And let me say this. I don't dupe the people that donate to me. I don't get over on the people that donate to me. In fact, I do something totally different. If you've been at this channel, I have a history of this. And the only thing you have to do is go through my shorts more preferably. Okay? Because that's usually where I put them. And you'll go through there and you'll see most of the stuff that I do is donators. Don't let this thing that's going on right now persuade you not to donate to people, not to contribute to people, or whatever the case may be, because there's some good goddamn people out here on the internet. The problem is y'all and the way that you have been coined to start thinking as if you're within this bubble within the matrix. And what you guys have got to start doing is you absolutely have to stop following anybody that's fucking gossiping every fucking day. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's certain people that are meant for the gossip trail. Don't get me wrong, okay? But start paying attention to people that, so, one thing that King Payne said today, he said, I talk about God all the time. I do too on my post. I told people how there is over, and I believe if I'm right, there was over 128 different passages in the Bible talking against gossiping. So the tenets itself in the Bible say such, and the passages in the Bible say such. You are going against God, Jaguar. That's why you can't get blessed properly. And a lot of people, they do that. They only call on God, as Craig Smith would say. Shout out to Craig Smith. God. They call on God when they're having a hard time. Lord, help me. I feel sick. God help me. Something happened to my child. God help me. My grandmother is passing. God help me. This much, this much, this much. You call on God when you're having a hard time, but you never call on God when everything's good. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling you guys, the key and the new plantation, the new tool, or which y'all formerly knew, and this is the best way I thought about it today so I could present it to you. The new Willie Lynch letter is this shit right here and how you utilize it. And most of you guys are utilizing it only to bash your own, only to argue with your own, only to compete with your own, only to financially shame your own. And worse enough, a lot of you motherfuckers are clicking up and getting together and telling people, don't donate to them, don't go to their page. Like a bunch of bitches laying under the fucking hot hair dryer with pink rollers in your hair.
I know. Hey, Chris. I know this is off subject, but Michelle is looking good and she's with her mom. Somebody said that she was back with, somebody said that she bailed out that vile human being, and somebody says she's back with the vile human being. She bailed her out and she's back with her. So I'm gonna check that out. Or maybe she left her mom's and went back with Shell. I don't know. I'll have to do some more on that. And I would love to cover that. So thank you. Thank you very much, Chris Chevelle. Thank you for that information. Because I was just talking about that the other day. And I'm going to go back on that. This is the same thing that I was basically saying in the beginning of the show. This is the same thing that I was just basically saying at the beginning of the show. The more like hatred you are and the more value you are, people like here, because that feeds you. But when it's just like regular folks, it's like bringing a commentary and stuff like that, y'all be like, I'm like, y'all still watching it, but it's not, they're not putting that much hate and stuff in it. So you guys don't support it. But if somebody, now just was saying that earlier too, Chris, when somebody is abusing people or somebody's talking down at people, they got so many people in there. And then you got some people who stand on their principles and they rather get nothing. They rather get pennies. And them people I applaud. I applaud each and every one of you guys who content creators who say, listen, I am not going that way. I'm not going in that direction. Yes, I could sit up there and cover the same thing. And I'm not knocking who and how people do what. I'm just saying that, you know, them people were regular good people, nothing. And that's crazy. Um, from the last that I seen, and once he go off, I'm gonna look it up again. Because I think she probably left her mama's house unless she had, if she didn't, that means she has a court order not to. But the last video that I seen, she is back with that vile human being, Pop Ops. Uh, but this one I seen not like maybe a couple of hours ago. Maybe I didn't watch the whole video, so I don't know. But I will definitely check it out. So thanks for bringing it up to my attention. They say last night's show was an adult protective services. See, it's like these are three different stories. But we gonna check it out because they said she back. I'm gonna check right now why this man is talking. But he's kicking that truth. He's kicking that truth. Now let's go.
And I'm talking specifically to the men, not the women, the men. Because some of you men are some of the biggest bitches. You and them, that bitch that raised you, two trifling assholes. You understand what I'm saying? Two trifling assholes. You and that single bitch that raised you. Nobody liked her anyway. Please don't call, cuss. I'm family friendly. Oh, I always cuss here, Adrian Revelia. I always curse here, but I'll keep it toned. But I had to say it that way. But yeah, I curse. I curse, and if I was outside, I smoke cigarettes. That's just me. I'm a Northeast boy. That's how I do. I'm from here in the Connecticut shoreline / down south. This is who I am. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. I announce it all the time. But for you, yeah, I will, because you're being very friendly and respectful. So for you, I will. But this is who I am. So if you ever tune into me again, and you catch me out in Times Square or wherever the hell else I'll be a lot of different places. Please remember, I curse a lot, so don't have your kids around. You know what I mean? But peace to the babies. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to curse the babies in the room, but that's what it is. So I wish the best of Jaguar, right? Do I think she'll be back as far as musically? Highly doubt it. You got the wrong people around you. The people around you are allowing you to do whatever the fuck you want to and not giving you counsel on what you should be doing. And what you should be doing is presenting good music to the people. Especially, you should have been writing songs while you was locked up. Tupac wrote 3 albums when he was locked up. Huh? Bobby Shmurda and fucking what's his name came out of jail, had all kinds of songs ready. Every artist has ever went to jail. Who else? Who's another one? He had one of his best albums. Hank Williams Jr. He went to jail. Came out with one of the best country albums ever. And you wasted your time vlogging and talking crap about your accolade and people that are around you. You are no longer one of us no more. I'm still one of us. You're not. You know what I mean by that? Meaning that I can walk up into an office. Before I got on here, I was on the phone with somebody that's pretty prevalent in the music industry, and I had a nice little 45-minute conversation with that person. Kept it mostly regular, but they were inquiring and asking questions for a reason. And I know how this person asks questions. He'll ask questions in a very friendly way, you know. No, though she will never be back. She's too busy keeping up mess on Facebook. Oh, she's on Facebook. I got you. Share the gospel to everyone. Jesus is my savior, and everyone wants a. I grew up around. I grew up. Let me tell y'all something. So a lot of y'all don't know this. I was born in the South. Okay, I was born in the South. My mother's a Northerner. Her father, which is my grandfather, was a Northerner, and his wife, which is my grandmother, she was a Southerner. Okay, so that's where that connection come from. So I had uncles and aunts. They were more primarily in Jersey. Okay, and so then they moved their way into Queens and then some into the Bronx, stuff like that. But primarily in Jersey, this is where they started at his end of the family. My grandfather and all my cousins and everything like that. And you guys heard me mention, I used to literally stay. I stayed there for like a year in Mechanicsburg and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And I used to shoot up to Germantown, and we go up there and see my third cousins and stuff like that or whatever. They still there, you know what I'm saying? And they some nuts, like trust me. They ride the scepter, I think that's what they call it out there, the train or whatever, all that, you know. And so I'm familiar with Pennsylvania quite well. My cousin Benji used to play the quad drums and the drum corps out there. They had a little band thing or whatever. What up, King Payne? Please go back and watch the beginning of this, dog. All right, Adrian Rivera, appreciate you tuning in. I'm very familiar with that Pennsylvania area or whatever the case may be, but when you got the wrong direction behind you, and your only direction is malice and talking about people and disrespecting people and this being this God wittingly this fucking evil. Excuse my French. The problem is you get then is this. You get the karma that comes along with that type of energy. So if you're a nasty person all the time, if you always have balance in your heart of taking advantage, like you took advantage of that poor woman that gave you $1,000 and then some more after that. And the King Payne is right here. You know, I didn't even want to pantomime his words. That's why I didn't say too much of what's going on. And King Payne, go back and watch this. You'll see what I'm talking about. I wanted to make sure I gave my own interpretation of this because this is the interpretation she'll understand. See, it's deeper than this YouTube thing now. She's gotten herself into a bigger pickle because now there's other people that are interested in what the fuck you've been saying. And they're asking me, and I'm like, well, why are you asking me for? Well, you the YouTube nigga. That's what they saying to me. So, I'm trying everything I can but to snitch on this woman or point somebody in direct, because that's just not my character. I don't snitch on people. If I got a disagreement with you, 90% of the time I just step off. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do any of that. But she's a phenomenal artist. And to see her take this direction and be like, all right, I'm gonna trash my career away and fuck the music. You know what I'm saying? I had a song I just released and it's still in the description box right now. Now the link is fucked up because it's online instead of being an app. But they're supposed to be changing that. I'm gonna fix that for you. But I've been pumping that song thinking, I don't know, maybe a month and a half. I might just put the whole joint up or whatever. And I'm gonna share some video that I had of a video I did before. But my point is this, man. This is a woman that is highly intelligent, but at the same time highly manipulative, and manipulative in an insidious form. And I don't know what kind of demon or devil then got up into you, but you need to get rid of that motherfucker because a lot of people got demons and devils in them on here, and they sit back and they'll talk about, oh, God got me. God gonna save me. God love me. God don't fuck with you. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again because I grew up in the church. I literally did. I grew up in the church. I was like 9, 10 years old. I mean, we went to fucking
Oh man,
Sunday school,
Chris,
vacation Bible school.
you know what?
We went to
Oh
choir
my
rehearsal on
goodness.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah, I'm glad I did not watch it. Thank you for the update, Chris. Thank you for the update. I just seen it. I can't. I don't like when people put false stuff in their titles. The clickbait shit got to stop. Oh, thank you, Chris. I just seen it, and she was with her mama. I don't know why her mama got her on the beach. Her mama should have her somewhere getting her some serious help. But evil who, she's with her mother, and there's a video stating that she's with her mother. I don't like clickbait. But thank you for letting me know that is not the truth. Damn, I don't like that. Ugh. Abby, I was ready to go in, and here she go with her mama. They have to show her some love first. I'm glad that they had a family. Yes, 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 yes. And they like, oh, she bailed her out, and they back together. And I'm like, come on now. This is what I'm saying. When people like that, 10,000 views. People who tell the truth, 800 views, 400 views. You know, I guess people like the fake. I don't know what to say. People like the fake. People like to be lied to. They like the fake and stuff. Or they don't like to really hear out everything and then make a decision. They don't know when they being played or not being played. They don't know what's script and what ain't script. And they follow that script and come to find out it's a script, then they're gonna be mad. And all this damn putting that in the title and everybody mad because they want to see her home, and then that's not even true. Oh, I was checking that out. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, Dusty Op. Dad, Dusty Op. Thank you, Nick. That's the new one. You knew we was gonna come. Dusty Op. That's why you the glue. Dusty Op. Yeah, yeah. That vile piece of a human being. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. With Dusty Op and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what to call that. that uni that uni I can't stand Blanche. What Blanche said she got a uniboob. I can't stand her. She got a uniboob, damn it. They said her boobs, her boobs was sitting on her knees. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. I'm glad we are. Mother Tay. Why Mother Tay leave her ass in there? Why? Who? That's the man. Man, oh man. Nigga, your butt. Nigga, Blanche Pool. Uniboo. You the one said it. I heard that from across the room. Dusty out. I told you, Nick. Oh, man. But I'm going to show y'all the picture when it's finished. She is with her mom's. Madary done popped it. Mm-hmm. She gonna miss her money now. She gonna miss her money, honey. But let me finish this, man. I didn't even know I was gonna watch part of the video. But the more you watch, you listen to it, yo, he had a great video. He did a great video. He did a great video. But I want y'all to hear this AC in the back. I'm going back on mute, and I'm gonna let y'all finish hearing this out because I really did care for it. And then uh Vanessa, the Hertz lady said that they said that she did give her the credit card number. I knew it. For what though? For what, Chris? For what? So you can say that the girl didn't have black. Man, listen. Man, listen.
Friday with my grandmother. Like we was in there because my grandmother used to watch us when my mother was going to school to become in her practice. My mother's a practitioner. And so my father, he would work long hours because he did construction and shit like that. He ran his own little construction business. He never hired no more than like 6 or 7 people, so he wasn't huge, but he had his own thing going on. So that's why I have a knack. Y'all see me on camera before when I'm fixing things or things like that to the best of my ability because of my dad. And so when I hear people turn around and they say, God got me after they said some insidious, nasty shit, that's always my response. No, he don't. And I don't know Jesus. I don't know God. I don't know any of the 12 disciples, but I know what's written in those Bible passages. And this is what I was talking about you before. I was talking to you guys about before. There's over 128 motherfucking references speaking against gossiping in the Bible. And for some reason or another, a lot of you are taking the road of, I'm just going to gossip to create my channel. And you pattern and clip and build your channels around people like King Payne and more famously, freaking Jaguar. And then somehow or another, you come to the conclusion that God got your back. No, God don't fuck with you or fuck with people like that. It goes against everything that's written in the Bible. You understand? When you come with malice, when you come with deception, when you come with manipulation, and then you call on God after, you're not a righteous person. You're a demon. And they got a demon controlling you. And I think there's a demon somewhere or another, whether it be from our industry, whether it be from someone she's been around, but you can quite clearly see this is not the same woman from 10 years ago even. This is somebody different. And a lot of different situations happen like that. For all we know, some people in her family made her like that. But I don't care anymore. I don't. Because if I side myself with the shit she's doing, then that make me and anybody that's been in the business I've been in look the exact same way. I've lost people that used to come here and regularly donate to me that don't even donate to me no more. I've lost money off defending this lady. Don't you say shit to me because I need every dime I could get right now. Y'all don't even know how much I'm behind on bills and shit like that, fucking with my subscribers. And they got mad at me because I was defending her. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, don't just give her another chance. Sing her butt off, great voice. Yes, she did Chosen One. And she chose Chosen One to take a different route. But she know the motherfucking setback. You got arrested when you went in there and wilded out in the police station. All the police surrounded you. That was one time. Then you had another time. You went down bitching and yelling and screaming or whatever, acting erratic. They scooped you up again. Now here you are. They scooped you up again. And when this man comes get you, King Payne or whatever, and throws his neck out to help you out, you screaming at him and talking about, wait a minute, other couple $1,000. When one of his subscribers and gave you almost up to $3,000 on the hardcore, she says, at the very least, I believe she gave you $1,000. At the very least. Even if she was exaggerating, I believe she at least gave you $1,000. But you want to go pop Willie like we used to be. Let me go get the $175. Well, you better take your motherfucking ass down there to the such and such
thank
inn.
you.
Huh?
Peace and blessings.
You better
Thank you,
take your ass down
sweetie.
there to Motel 6 and that's them. They got a weekly rate. Huh? Most of out there where you at, you get a
Thank you
weekly rate
so
on a
much.
hotel room. Listen, she out there in where? Louisiana or Texas? Either one of them. I've been to both of them.
Nicole.
I went to the Essence Awards out of Louisiana. We done been to the Whistle the Super Bowl and all that down in Texas. All of them, they got executive rooms. They got corporate hotels, corporate rooms. Same thing in Atlanta. You can rent these motherfuckers for like $225 a week, $175 a week, or whatever. Now you want to stay up in the Marriott with the pool and everything like that. We ain't living like that no more. And if you want to live like that again, then you don't do it by duping people and taking fucking donations from them and fucking up you fucking up the game, shorty. And to be from Philly and Jersey, you should know if you was on the block with this, niggas would have came at you. You over here selling fronts. You hear that? You over here selling fronts. You fucking up the game right now. You got to go. That's what they would have did to you in Philly. In Philly, they would have put you in the trunk somewhere.
Thank
Come
you.
on. Like, let's be honest here. You understand? So you ain't even playing by the rules of the streets right now, Shug,
Shay,
Jaguar,
I'm
Jacqueline.
shook, damn it.
You ain't playing by the
That's
rules of the
Jack.
streets
I'm
right now, very
shook.
well playing by the rules of a regular person. And we were all empathetic for you. That's what pisses me off because I roll with you. So don't tell me I can't say what the fuck I say. I lost money fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying? I lost money fucking with her, supporting her and everything else. So I don't feel that shit. And I don't feel the emotion even more, regardless of how you felt. So if let's just say King Payne did keep $1,000. Let's just say he did, right? Let's say he kept $2,000. What the fuck you got to say about it? Ain't you out of jail? You got to be out of jail to even complain about it or contest it, right? Huh? Huh? So if a motherfucker came and bought you out of jail, yeah? If a motherfucker came and bonded you out of jail and they spent almost 2,400 with all the added taxes and everything like that, right? We did the breakdown of it or whatever the case may be. You was lucky to have $50 left. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't understand where you coming from. And then you got this poor woman that gave you money and she's validating that she gave you money. And I have no reason not to believe. I listened to 2 recordings of it. I was there the whole time. You sound like a fucking crook, Jaguar. All right? You sound like a crook. You sound like a crook. You sound like a thief. And I don't rock with people like that. And I know people in Philly. I got family in Pennsylvania. And they don't rock like that. So it's sad to say, and I know you're saying to yourself right now when you see this or when you hear this, what are you gonna do? Oh, there's a whole bunch I could fucking do. I could really fuck you over if I wanted to. Because if anybody know this shit in debt, it's me. I was there 3 years ago with you on this shit. Remember? Huh? And you and I have actually talked before, one on one. I ain't making that up. We've talked before, and it wasn't fucking friendly. Remember? All right. So I just want to say to Jaguar, right? I hope that you somehow or another segue and change your life. I hope some way or another you get these fraudulent ass people that are around you that are influence you to do this shit or whatever, because you have since apologized, or what the lady described as you apologized to King Payne and said, no, I don't think he had nothing to do with it. Too fucking late. Cause your bitch did. Your bitch did. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know why you got that nasty looking bitch around you anyway. That bitch don't look like shit. If you're gonna get a girl, at least get someone to get a girl that is at your elk that you can walk into a room. You understand what I'm saying? That bitch look rough. I think she even get fixed up. She look rough. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me just say this. There's a team of collected individuals known as the unfuckables. The unfuckables. That's what y'all look like right now. The unfuckables. They just out here talking about you wearing the same dress for 4-5 days or whatever. What's going on, Shug? And you got 1,000, you got a G plus in your pocket, you wearing the same dress for days? This ain't you. And that's how I know something's wrong. And I know it's under the influence of that chick you're around because everybody keep resonating saying the same thing. Shake that bitch. Yeah? Feel me? Shake that bitch. And that's all I could do is give counsel. I can't be aligned with you anymore. I can't defend you anymore. I can't say, well, let's give Jaguar a chance anymore. I got to walk away now. And I'm walking away friendly. And you've been I hate to say it, defending you has been at my demise. Guys, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the Cash App right now. Support this channel, $ STRINGERBELL80. And I want to put on record, at this time, I'm rescinding my support of Jaguar Wright from this point on. Even if you show something different and you come out with a #1 single tomorrow and you're back on Billboard under Clive, because you know Clive, well, you know what I mean. You got to pay for that information. I know a whole bunch of stuff that I just don't talk about on here because I'm like, Fuck, I'm gonna get this shit out for free for. I took me years to learn this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it to you for free. Fuck out of here. I give it to certain people for free. You understand? But I need all y'all financial support. I've had like 2.5 weeks of me vlogging, and nobody except for one person, which was Miss Foster out in Chicago, has donated $25 to me. Not because what I'm saying is not real. No, they're not donating because I took up for her. And I noticed it from that point when I did that one vlog or whatever. And to those two vloggers in particular, I'm pretty sure you come check me out because I've never blocked you. I've never nothing. I know a lot of y'all sitting in the bushes right now, not commenting, not hitting the like button or whatever the case may be, just seeing if I would say something insidious about Jag. Nah, I'll tell you what the real I'm gonna say about Jag. First things first. First of all, get that ragtag ass motherfucking so-called management away from you because they ain't doing shit for you. Because you know if that's management was something from Clyde, BMG, or Arista, the first thing that would happen is they'd be like, yo, why the fuck do you have them around? What do they do? That's the first question they would ask. And if they didn't meet the marker, he would tell you to get the fuck rid of them. You know, that's what Clyde would say to you, and I know it. Okay, so let's have no discretion about that. Second thing is get that motherfucking raggedy ass fucking bitch that look like the predator away from you. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's no good. She just sets you up.
Well,
Oh, I
damn.
think King Payne did it.
Well,
Bitch, you
damn.
new to the game. No, none of us know you. And I think you attaching yourself to Jaguar because you're looking for the hype. And don't tell me that that chick is mean in the world to you, Jag, because that bitch is ugly as fuck.
God damn.
The
Damn.
Unfuckables, a team of a collegiate individuals. And I'm playing. But like I said, man, get that broad away from you, Jag. That bitch is no good. And then the third thing is you need to make things right with your people, your direct people. And then the fourth thing is you need to sit down with, and I hate to say this because I'm not the motherfucker to say this, and I'm not trying to give you a psycho evaluation over the internet, but for what we can see, you need to take a clear fucking year off and do nothing but write music and go to some type of therapy so you can talk to somebody. I ain't say you gotta take some pills. I'm not trying to say you gotta put yourself under psychosis and that silly extreme shit, all right? But I think you do need to talk to somebody that's neutral. Neutral. You understand? Somebody that's not aware of who you are or who you used to be. Someone that doesn't know anything about the tides of your music business career. No one that knows you used to have a Coca-Cola commercial. Nobody that knows who you are on the internet, anything like that. You just need to talk to somebody that's neutral. And I think you need to stay and stick and talk to them. And get the predator away from you. Other than that, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all go check out the official King Payne. King Payne, thank you for checking in. And I also want to thank you, man, because you put me onto a whole bunch of things today.
Well, 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 well. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Dum dum diddy. Dum dum diddy. Dum dum diddy. God dang it. God dang it. Because I knew something. Now that's her beloved and everything. I ain't talking about her. But remember when I played the phone call, remember when they was talking on the phone? Well, her and T-Pain was talking on the phone. Whoa, no, it's damn. Oh, damn. Not whoa, damn. It's oh, damn. And then when she was saying that T-Pain calls her narcissistic and all this and all of that, right? And then she said, so then when Jag left and her and T-Pain was talking, and then he was like, I didn't say that. And then she said, oh, I'm sorry, it crossed paths, or I got it, something like that, she said. And I'm like, so he didn't say it? I was like, he didn't say it. So before we leave, guys, I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow, but I just want to show a picture of Michelle with her mama. Thanks to Chris bringing that up. You know, it's about my girl Lola, baby. Lola, baby. Where you at, boo? This is the picture of her with her mama. They cut her hair down. If you look at her mother, you could tell that her face is still messed up, but you could tell that her mother is has no wins with that Val human being Dusty Op. You could tell her mom has no power over Dusty Op. You know, I don't know, right? But she looks like she is healing. Let's see if Dusty Op have anything else. But thank you, Lola. Thank you, Lola. Lola, baby. Y'all don't have Lola. Check her out too. Let me see. Queen Op is out on bond. Yes, we know. Queen Dusty Op. Sorry, Dusty Op. And then from what I saw, I'm gonna show you. Oh, she didn't do a live in 5 years. Come on now, Lola. Get them lives together, Lola. Lola ain't do a live. We gotta go speak to Lola. We gotta speak to you, Lola. She ain't do a live in 5 years. She just does videos. So let's get. I want to see you live, Lola, baby. Come on now. Now, when I put in for Shell, right? See, they say allegedly. Queen Op bails Danny out of jail. The Three Stooges are back together. Right? Now, what we see, that is not true. So that was not true. So that is not true. You know. Now look at this picture right here. Y'all see all the bruises on her chest and everything? This shit is fucking crazy. It's crazy. Hold on. Let me put a warning there. Let me put a warning. We're gonna get back in this tomorrow. If anybody got any information on this, send it to me. Send it to me. That girl got bruises all over her shirt and everything. So now I have to put a warning there. Cause if I okay. Now I don't know if y'all can see them bruises because the thing from Bigo was up and down. So you cannot see unless you go check it out. All of them bruises. She got bruises all over her body. And she also has Dusty Op name. She got Dusty Op name on her chest. Right here. Both eyes are who the fuck? Who it? You know what the hell? Both eyes are black, but one eye is shut. Well, let's go.
Support somebody that you gonna sit up there and make excuses for no matter what they do.
And then she sits up there and they got the girl boob hanging out with her name on her chest, and both eyes are black. This is ridiculous.
Right is right and wrong is the fuck wrong. So there should be no Lulus. There should be nobody trying to right somebody's wrongs. Like that shit is weird. That shit is dumb. Trying to right somebody wrongs just because of how they look. Cause y'all think somebody's slow. Shit is fucking stupid. That's what the fuck I'm saying when I say no Lulus. is don't support somebody that you want.
This is ridiculous. But that was a short of her. Man, listen. Man, oh man, Chevy. Man, oh Chevy. That is horrible. Everything. She looked like a panda bear with them. She looked worse than Lisa Panda Bear. Look better. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, what in the hell, grandmother? She needs to wrangle her ties. So you wrong because you use the phone to text. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. According to them, why she don't have a phone? And people justify that people listen to this shit and they be like, yeah, you right. You right. I'm starting to wonder about I ain't starting. It is what it is. These people, boy, these people, and they know right from wrong too. I don't like nobody that much. That, oh yeah, when I see somebody face looking like that, you can justify anything to me. If you didn't like what she did, just throw her out. Send her back to her mama. She ain't who the heck is you to discipline her? Just like Nature Nut, I'm gonna discipline you, and there's consequences, and you need to be beat. These are grown fucking people. You don't like what they do, get them out your house. And people listen to this shit. Sorry, YouTube, but people listen to this crap, and they be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's next? What's next? What's next? My niece Blanche came in with the bull. I know, right? Well, her uniboob. What Danny uniboob? But I'm gonna go into these YouTube streets, see what's happening in these YouTube streets, and tomorrow Saturday. So y'all better go into these YouTube streets and get some sleep. We got a lot of work to do tomorrow. We got a lot of work to do tomorrow. A lot of catching up and seeing what's right is wrong. Like I said, people can do what they want to do, but don't say the girl is back and then come back and say she's not back. Come on now. Come on. And y'all know people really worried about her. You know, but come on with the titles, with the clickbait. That's not right. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but you know, and I'm thinking, yeah, they back together. I don't want viewers like that. If I got to lie to you guys and tell you guys untruth, I'd rather not say nothing. But if I got to clickbait and do all that to get some views, to get a couple of dollars, I don't want it. I don't want it. I care about you guys too much to do that, to play with your emotions like that. I care about you guys too much. And I care about myself too. I know you've been all over these YouTube streets, and you used to tell me, y'all don't tell me nothing. I gotta find out everything by myself. Either way, I'm gonna hit them YouTube streets up, baby. And I'm gonna find out what's going on. I'll bring it to you tomorrow, containing whatever. But I also want to go on my other channel too, but we shall see. But I'm gonna I'm gonna give y'all a little kissy goodbye. Little kiss goodbye. All right, guys, I am out of here. Peace, love, peace, and happiness. I know I'm behind too. So we all catching up together. Catching up together. All right, peace, guys. Like, oh yeah, Like, comment, and subscribe. And my replay gang, you are the best.